Here we go. Hello, everyone. It's Friday. It's Friday at 2:30. It's Friday at 2:30 on April 14th. We're here working on IGN E3 Booth, and a cat just jumped out of my lap. Really? All that time? You just wait till I start the stream to leave? Anyway. I accept Joker Alex. I can Joker Alex. I basically kind of finished a wall here. Well, finished. There's a lot of rough patches I think that need ironing out, but we have a whole section of wall, and I think that today we're going to move on to the next area and figure out what to do. We have this is an especially tall wall, not a tall wall, but a tall wall, and the top part of this tall wall, I hate saying tall wall so much. The top part of this tall wall will have space. There'll be space up there. So I'm eventually going to have to figure out how to illustrate space, but I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. I think we're just going to focus on knocking out some of these land masses. And what I've done is I've created an artboard, smashed it right up next to the first artboard, so we can just land masses that are there just go on into the next panel, right? All right, let's see here. First, oh God, that music is very loud that I just started playing for myself. All right. So hello, how is everyone? It's Friday. It's almost the weekend. Just got like 2.5 hours here, and then I'm done with work for the week. But I don't think we don't really have any plans, do we, Megs? Yeah, we don't really have any plans this weekend. It's gonna storm here part of the day, which kind of makes it hard to do stuff sometimes. Let's see. Why aren't those chunks of land on the land? What have I done? Okay. I accidentally put these two land masses on the land objects layer, which is really interesting for you. Let's see. It appears I've put many things on the land objects layer that should not be on the land objects layer. Should we tweet this out? I didn't tweet this out. And I don't tweet it out. Substantially less people show up. And less people means less chatting. And less chatting means less energy. Right? I know it means less energy for me. Alright, let's see. I'll put something for you all to look at while I tweet this. Also, hello, Fatty. Hello, Fatty. Rocco, shut up. What do I tweet? Closing out the work week. Closing out the work week. Work week. Some more IGN E3 Booth Illustrations. Do I spy a shadow Moses Island? Distance? Da, 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 da. You've been drinking green tea all day? Does green tea have caffeine? I don't. Sometimes I stop drinking coffee for a little bit and I drink tea, but it never lasts more than a couple days. It just can't give me the fix that I want, I guess. Oh, okay. I've seen Hot Rod once. I liked it. I liked it more than I thought I would, but I've not seen it since. Let's see. I didn't bring my water. Ugh, people on Twitter are telling me that Star Wars poster is okay and the new Star Wars poster is not okay. I like to generally be of. I like to think that everyone has something to bring to the conversation and that things aren't bad or good. They're either successful or unsuccessful. But, that poster is bad. It's not a good poster. So if you're defending it, you're wrong. Your opinion is wrong. And that's really all there is, There's really not that much to discuss beyond that. It must be sad for you to have such a bad opinion. Yeah, you are objectively wrong. Your opinion is wrong. Opinions can't be wrong, except if your opinion is that the new Star Wars poster is okay. I'm going to go find my water. I don't know where my water is. I want my water. Werewolf Luke. I didn't even recognize Kylo Ren on that poster. Hold on, I'm going to go get my water. People telling me that poster's okay. They're wrong, Migs. Don't come at me with that, Ricky Bobby. Where's my water? I was walking around. It's up here. Oh. So, Union of Concerned Scientists, they promote private science. They're leading the international trying to tell me that Star Wars poster is good. Idiots. Yes, that is the one, Zippy. Fatty Lumps, you're wrong. It's not just Star Wars. Star Wars used to have good posters. I don't know that there's anything particularly great in Return of the Jedi, but I think about hello, Shabello. It is working this time. Last time it wasn't working. It turned out to be Twitch's fault. It was Twitch's fault that it was not working. So I have absolved myself of all wrongdoing from that incident. Yeah, sure. It's not always Twitch's fault. Sometimes it's my fault. But this case, it was totally Twitch's fault. And not my fault at all. No, the poster's whack as shit. Fake poster. Fake poster. Let's see here. Hi, Engine Indie. I'm working on whoa, I nudged that over at some point. I'm working on IGN's E3 booth. So we're just making walls. We're making a map of video game history from start to now. You know, the poster being good enough is it's good enough. But like those movies make an obscene amount of money, and you can afford to have better posters made. Let's see. I'm just roughing out land shapes here. You can kind of figure out what colors I want these things to be. No, because the problem isn't with the designers. It's never the designers that are the problem in big budget movie posters. And most of the people that do posters for Mondo and stuff are making aftermarket posters that don't have any obligation to sell the movie, so there's no pressure on them to design cool posters or to design. They can focus solely on making cool shit and don't have to worry about selling the movie. So there aren't as many stakeholders. It's just easier to make a good poster in that environment. The problem with a lot of posters like Star Wars stuff is that there are so many stakeholders involved and so many opinions that need to be balanced that it just inevitably drives the poster toward mediocrity. So it doesn't really matter. There are good designers at Disney. There are designers working on this and making good shit, but that good shit is not allowed out into the world. I'm sure Mondo has to deal with legal stuff, but they don't have to deal. So many of the posters that people like from Mondo, they like those posters because they already like the movies that they're attached to. No one knows whether they like The Last Jedi yet. And so on and so forth. Like there's, yes. I could go on and on and on about this, as Fatty Lumps well knows, as he is referencing me on my soapbox. Let's see, what shape do I want this island to be? I never did do a stream on the dark world of movie poster design. I should, though. Because nobody knows anything about the movie poster world, because those people just don't talk about that profession very much. The people in it, there's so much like fear and ego in that world that the people in it don't usually talk about it very much. But I got out of that game, so I talk about it. I ain't afraid of no one. I ain't afraid of no one in the movie world. It's mostly because I don't plan on doing any more movie posters, because it's such a mess. Yes, keep it secret, keep it safe is accurate. Hey Isabella, it's been a while. Welcome back. So we'll make this like a river thing that's gonna like flow into this lake thing. Oh no, you've been sick. I'm sorry to hear that. I've been dealing with throat issues, so I was kind of sick. Kind of. Turns out that it might just be acid reflux, so I'm basically just turning into an old person with typical old person problems. Turns out there's nothing special about my illness. It's just me being an old person. In PS 125, thanks, appreciate it. What's NPS stand for? The National Park Service. Don't tell me, I know. I already figured it out. I solved it. The National Park Service. And there are 152 national parks. Oh, so the P. Hey, Nick. So the P is your middle initial? Is that your middle initial? Nick is a very talented illustrator. Nick, you should share your information in here. Let's see. Well, I'm making a river, right? A river runs through it. That is a bad river. Oh, I made a bad river. Thanks, Isabella. When are we getting gritty reboot of the Star Wars Christmas special? Light Day? Light Day. If there's a gritty reboot, I hope it puts Lumpy in the role of an action hero. How do I make this river not suck? Maybe I just separate these bits so there is no, so it's not a river. It's just like a water. Oh, that's nonsense, Nick. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the shape that I want this river thing to be, because right now these curves don't align. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make this thing, and I'm going to make it the shape that I want the center of the river to be. The center of the river. And then I'm going to go to path and offset that sucker. We're going to offset that son of a bitch. Let's see. 20 pixels. Let's make that river a little wider. Let's see. Let's make it a little wider. So now we got our like shape. That's all good to go. See, look at this. Curves are so much better than what I had. I mean, maybe. I mean, in Star Wars now, Lumpy he seems like he would like be in his like early 20s, right? Yeah, he would totally be like in his mid 20s. I don't know like at what rate Wookiees age or mature, but I mean, early 20s is old enough for Lumpy to like join his pops and fight, right? I think Lumpy has reached the age where he can be a Star Wars hero. I mean, I know Wookiees are like, they live forever, but I don't know how quickly they mature. You dig? Oh no, Lumpy joined the Empire. So wait, I don't think Lumpy would join the Empire because by the time that he's like making that decision, the First Order is around. So he would join like the more extreme like alt-right Empire, right? Which is what the First Order is. Well, so Lumpy becomes quite the little maniac. Oh, Lumpy grows up to be... Oh no, poor Lumpy. Poor Lumps. Let's see. Lumpy the accountant. I think I made like a kidney lake.
A special delivery.
Look at this. I think I made a body part. Like stuff goes in it and it gets processed and then it gets pooped out into Skull Island. What is this?
It's from Carlson Print Group.
Oh, rad.
Aren't those in their postcards?
Did Gloria just send us these because she knew?
Yep.
That's awesome. Let's spend $25 per card and have All of them, all of the flashcards are lenticulars. That's cool though.
Yeah, I figured you
That's
could-
super cool. Thank you.
Yep.
Special delivery. You're like
Mr.
You're like-
Feely.
Lawrence Fishburne in Pee-wee's Playhouse. He was the
No.
mailman, right?
No, I want to be Mr. McFeely.
I want you to be Lawrence Fishburne.
From Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Oh.
Speedy delivery.
What, Mr.
Feely?
McFeely?
McFeely?
That's like the
No.
most like creepy, rapey name. Ew, no. Go away, Mr. McFeely.
Socks are terrible.
Yeah, my socks are very holy.
Well, it is Good Friday.
Ah! Get out of here. Okay, let's see here. Here, I'll share with you what Meg's just. Let's do a full screen demonstration of the lenticulars that we just got. I'll light them up. Get some. These lenticulars are from Carlson Print Group. I've used them to print a few things in the past, and they do a great job. I don't know how well you can see like the lenticulars on this camera, but I mean it's pretty good, you guys. Let's see. So there's one. Here's another one. Let's see. This is. Whoa! Ooh. Let's see. Wait, I guess they're supposed to go like this way. Let's see. Woo. So we're working with them. Carlson Print Group is going to be printing our flashcards, our alphabet, space-themed alphabet flashcards. So Gloria, the rep over there that we work with, sent us these fun little things. Look, it's our solar system. Look at that. Whoa, wow. I think lenticulars are awesome, but they're also expensive. It's like, yeah, like if you like focus on the stars, like in the back, like it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Wow. Our solar system, where we call home. That's fun. And Carlson Print Group is very good. They print, what do they print? They print, I have them in a box back there somewhere, but DC did like special lenticular covers a while back, and Carlson Print Group printed those. So if you're a comics book person, you've ever been in comic books person, a comics book, if you like comics, you follow that stuff. If you saw DC stuff, then you know what they do. And they printed a bunch of 90s X-Men cards, which I have back there. I've pulled those out and showed them to you all before. Gloria knows the person that like developed the technique for some of those cards, which is really cool to me. Okay, I'm going to get rid of my face here. Get out of here, face. All right. When I switch, does it like do the shrinking animation? Does it like shrink the camera down? Oh, man. Dressed as a cowboy getting dating advice from a dairy cow. Perfect. That's good. Okay. Back to the body part here. We're going to make both of these curves the same. Oh boy, it's 60 degrees out. That's nice. See what else is going on in my life. I started listening to the audiobook of Dark Matter, which I really don't like, but I am like hate listening my way through it because it's hilarious to make fun of. And I also started reading 11/22/63. It's a story. It's a Stephen King book about a guy time traveling. And it seems like at this point in the story, the point of the story that I'm at now, it seems like he's going to try to stop JFK's assassination. That book is very good so far. I'm also a big Stephen King fan, so, do with that information what you will. But if you look up dark matter and you're like, this seems kind of interesting, don't be fooled. I would recommend Philip K. Dick's The Minority Report, which is what the movie Minority Report was based on. Only his original short story came out in the 50s. But it's really good. I read it a long time ago and remember enough to recommend it. Let's see, what color? I don't know. I don't want to spoil too much because a lot of it is it's fun finding out these things that Stephen King has thought of. But his rules for time travel and the way that it works in the book is interesting. It's a clever take on it. Clever take. Time travel, well trotted thing. It's the best I got. It's the best word I could find in my old brain for y'all. Yeah. Well-trotted thing, but the rules that he sets up have been pretty good. I'm into it, you all. Okay, so as you can tell, this wall is much more narrow, but it is tall. That's why we call it the tall wall. When we were having our meetings about this last week, and we kept referring to the tall wall, and I kept cracking up because all I could think was the rapper Paul Wall every time. I just kept thinking it was stupid rapper while we were trying to talk about this stuff. It's Paul Wall. Let's see. Since it's Good Friday, can we talk about how bad Peeps are? Peeps is in the candy, or Peeps is in people? Because people are also bad. Yeah, you hadn't thought about Paul Wall in a while, had you? I know I hadn't until we had to say the words tall wall a million times in a meeting. I like Peeps. I think that Peeps are good. I'm very disappointed to hear that you don't. But unlike the Star Wars poster, whereas if you have the position that it is an okay poster, you are absolutely wrong, I will concede some ground, and I completely understand why you might think Peeps are bad. That is a defensible position, unlike the Star Wars thing, which is indefensible. Indefensible and wrong. Let's see. So, space. I don't want space to just... Oh, first of all, space. You need to get on this layer. I don't want space to just be black, because that's no good. You see, black, it's just going to dominate the hell out of all of this. It should still have some color to it. I'm a fan of... Let's see, I don't know. You can make it like a dark purple. Kind of worry that any dark... But, it is space, so... It has to be dark, right? That's not bad. Right? It's gonna have like a lot of clouds up there and stuff. Let's see. Melting peeps. I've not tried melting peeps. I've melted marshmallows to make Rice Krispie treats. Does melting peeps is that like the same thing? Throw them in the trash. So I have such a sweet tooth that I am like a slave to sugar. So like Meg's grandmom, who is not watching this, but in case she is or ever catches winds, it's a very nice lady, sent us some off-brand M&Ms one time, and they were very bad. They were very chalky, very bad. They're not good. But I still ate all of them because I just wanted chocolate, and they were terrible. You don't know what Peeps are? They're like the little sugary marshmallowy yellow things are in like the shape of birds, right? Peeps. Look at that big old peep. And then they also come in the shapes of bunnies, which I am partial to bunnies because I just like bunnies. Things I'm discovering about myself in my 30s is that I like small wood animals, like carved animals. I'm a big fan. They could be metal. I have a metal giraffe back there that I'm a big fan of. And I like small animals, and I really like the rabbits that hang out in our backyard sometimes. The rabbits make me very happy. Learning new stuff about myself all the time. All the time. All right, let's see here. No, the rabbits in my backyard are real. They're real rabbits. And I don't mind them because we don't really have much in the way of produce or anything growing back there. So there's nothing for them to destroy. And I didn't build them a rabbit house in the winter, and I was afraid that they would never come back. But they've all come back, and I'm very happy about it. I haven't seen any. We do have a fair amount of squirrels, but I have not seen the rabbits and the squirrels chilling together. What?
It's a weird conversation you're having.
I'm just talking about. I do like that. It's like a Disney movie, though. The rabbits and the squirrels hanging out.
Yeah, but they don't, because squirrels live in trees.
Yes.
Rabbits don't.
Nice high kicks. Good high kicks. Keep going. Till you get tired. Keep high kicking. Keep going. You have to go do chores. You have to go run errands. You're going to wear yourself out.
No, I'm sucking myself up.
I'm doing high kicks.
The grocery, the bank, the post office.
Don't kill Rocco.
Okay.
Are you going? Did
Yes,
you come
I'm
here to
going.
say bye?
Yes.
Okay.
Bye.
Do some high kicks. You don't have to do more. I'm impressed. You've done enough. I think we're all very impressed. Shabello is a little scared right now, but the rest of us are impressed.
I can't hear anything. Okay, I'm gonna go drive deaf.
Don't drive deaf. Are you okay to drive?
I think so, yeah.
I'll turn my phone on in case you get in a horrible wreck. Please don't do that. I don't know where my phone is. I'm sorry. I don't know. Let's see, maybe it's in here. This is the thing about not having a smartphone, everyone, is that if you don't have a smartphone, you have no reason to keep it on you all the time. I found my phone. It has crumbs on it.
Is it dead?
Yes. There's a charger in the drawer in the hallway with all the wires and shit.
10 drawers of wires and shit.
It should be in like the upper left. Sorry, everyone.
Here it is.
Here it is. Thank you.
You want-
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to block your glorious kick. I gotta plug this in. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Good luck on your errands. Love you. Charging my phone. Okay. Let's see. Squirrels. Our squirrels just like they like get nuts from the trees and then they eat them in places, but they leave like half of the crap around on the ground. They're like so messy. It sucks. All right. Let's see. What is I doing? What am I doing? I'm making a map. Just map making. Charting unknown and imaginary worlds alike. Wait, where's the bottom of this? The bottom of this artboard. I like that Meg's German accent left such an impression on you. I'm glad. Balls. Let's see. Johan? Johan? Not Johan? Like Bach.
Johann Sebastian Bach.
Oh,
It's German for John.
Johann. Johann! That's actually...
That's what Lando says.
That's what Lando or Londo?
Or Lando.
Lando is Star Wars for Londo.
Shit.
I got confused about what I was saying halfway through saying it.
You be doing it?
Sometimes I just start a sentence and I don't know where it's going. I just keep talking.
Then you butchered that quote.
And I wasn't quoting it. Get out of here. Go do errands. All right, let's see. This is getting a lot done. Have a few solid blocks of color laid down here. Okay. Did you just say bye? Okay, bye. I love you. All right. What am I doing? All right. Let's move the water base so I can actually get a sense for like what this looks like when there's blue, where all the water is gonna be. Londo Calzone. Oh man, my old body, Londo Calzone. Oh god. This looks like some kind of demon elephant with like a weird big pink trunk. That ain't right. That ain't right. Some kind of demon elephant. God, I can't talk. Oh man, the calzones betrayed me. I'm also going to be smart this year and not clip off the edges since I have to leave some bleed. Last year I clipped off the edges and that caused a bit of a headache because I was just dumb and didn't think about that. Yeah, I have a lump. There you go. All right, so part of this thing has a giant TV. Look at that. That TV is larger than that woman right there. Wow. Wow, that's a large TV. Okay, so let's see. So this TV is, I don't know exactly where it's going to be, but there has to be enough clearance around it. Like I can't put any like important games or anything right there. So I think what I'm going to do is stretch all of this out so that this right side gets a little smaller. Oh boy. You can listen to me make doo-doo sounds with the Bob Dylan that I'm listening to. It's the original Bob Dylan, not Forrest Gump's luscious Bobby Dylan. I'll make that bigger, I think, so I can put a thing right there. So make Pancreas Lake go a little bit to the right. It's not Forrest Gump's luscious body. In Forrest Gump, he finds Ginny performing at a bar naked, and she is going by the name Bobby Dylan instead of Bob Dylan. And she is introduced as the luscious Bobby Dylan. This was all just too much explanation for what it was. I think part of the issue with this is that this like break in the water just takes up too much. This takes up too much space. So what I'll do is I'll get rid of this. And I think this will be just a solid shape. And that will just be a lake with a little islands there. Oh wait, because then if I do that, then that's not an island. And if this is where Metal Gear Solid stuff is going to be, it needs to be an island. Because it's Shadow Moses Island. I'm just going to start illustrating Metal Gear Rex. I'm not going to think about this other stuff. Because I feel like illustrating Metal Gear Solid Rex. Not Metal Gear Solid Rex. Metal Gear Rex. And I'm going to do it. Let's see. I already started looking up Metal Gear Rex. Let's see. Metal Gear Rex. Oh, I have a bunch of other stuff where I'm not really talking about it in the stream. It'll just come up kind of as I'm making it. That way there's still kind of surprises for people as the process goes on. That's cute. Kidney Island. Is it a rock island? Is it the Kidney Stone Island? See, I'm going by my little sketch of Metal Gear Rex. Is my phone charging? Yes. I'm so disappointed. I have a new dumb phone that looks very nice. It has like the same proportions as like the 2001 Monolith, which makes me very happy. But the battery life is not that good. And one of the main advantages of having a dumb phone is having a good battery life. So it kind of sucks. But I had to get a new smartphone because my last phone was 2G. And all of these cell carriers are shutting down their 2G networks. Or have shut down their 2G networks. So, so I had to get a 3G capable phone. But now the battery life sucks. Then the new Nokia doesn't work on the new Nokia does not work on a 3G network, so I can't get that, which bums me out because I wanted one of those because they're nice looking. Yeah, that sucks, right? Like it doesn't like that. Nokia phone won't actually work in most places, and I don't feel like they've talked about that. Which seems like kind of like an oversight on their part, or maybe they just don't care. I don't know. I was very disappointed because I wanted one, and well, now I'm just disappointed. As disappointed as I was when I saw that new Star Wars poster. That's objectively bad. Oh, I think bad and disappointing are one and the same. Often. I mean, I don't know. I can't think of any disappointing things where I was like, that was disappointing, but it was really good. I just don't think that exists. Yeah, it works on 2G, but it needs to work on 3G because they shut down all of the 2G networks. They've abandoned us. We have been forsaken by the cell phone companies. Which Godzilla poster? Is it the one that has a smiley face in it? An unintentional smiley face? Let's see, does Metal Gear... Does Rex have... Let's see, so he has a jaw, so... I like how I refer to this robot as a he. 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe it's just because guys are horrible and more aggressive, so I just automatically think that a War Machine robot would be a dude. There was an amazing oh, you're talking about a Godzilla poster. I'm thinking of the new King Kong posters that were all like Vietnam-esque. I can't listen to Bob Dylan anymore. I've had enough. I'm at my limit. I can't listen to this anymore. You have to stop, Bob. Bobby. All right. I stopped, Bob. Well, I think it seems like they're better because we in America, the only time a Japanese poster is called to our attention is if it's good. And a lot of those Japanese posters are made with American audiences in mind. Whereas if we lived in Japan and we saw exclusively Japanese posters, then we would say that Japanese posters are just as bad as American posters. as you can tell, working in the poster industry doomed me to just forever have thoughts about this crap. Let's see. All right. Metal Gear. And what Leah said. How do I make... God, the arm is going to be kind of stupid because it's just going to be like a straight thing. My sketch is all wrong. Let's see. Well, let's see. Part of what's wrong with my sketch is... Metal Gear. Yes, there is that. Could be. I'm also going to be making a big shell in the water at some point, but not Metal Gear Ray. I will not be illustrating Metal Gear Ray. I also don't know what colors this is going to be ultimately, so I'm just kind of using grayscale stuff for now, and then I can figure that out later. Okay, let's see. Railgun. Let's see. Metal Gear Ranks. Yeah, it was a bummer that Metal Gear Solid V... I don't think it's Metal Gear Solid 5. I ascribe to the ridiculous theory that it is Metal Gear Solid V. I wish that it were finished. Yes, it's a bummer that it wasn't finished. See, I'm just looking up images of this railgun. Yeah, I feel yeah. It didn't bother me that much. I think I have a higher... I mean, played Diablo for years and years and years, and I think I just have a pretty high tolerance for repetitiveness, but I can totally understand how that would be frustrating if you do not have that tolerance for repetitive stuff. everyone. I think there are some patrons in here. I haven't said anything about it online on Twitter or anything yet, but I think next week we're gonna kick off a thing where anyone who signs up at $5 and above on Patreon will be entered to win a little Yoshi's. Oh, I have one. Yoshi. Let's make sure this works. Yoshi's Islands map. It's like a little guy like this. So I'll have 5 of those. Let's see if it'll focus. Will it focus? I don't think it's gonna focus. It doesn't want to focus. We'll have 5 of these guys to give away to all the Patreons. So that'll be fun. We'll have 5 right now, and I think we're still figuring it out. But if we get 30 people, then we can throw 5 more into the pile. So I think that's what we're doing. It'll be fun. I'm just looking at myself. Bad. Okay. But yeah, random thought. Anyway. While I'm thinking about it, let's see. Wow, you got some big thighs there, buddy. Yeah, right now it's So if we get up to 30, then it's pretty good odds. May the odds forever be in your favor. Fuck. Did I just quote? I just quoted a young adult movie. What the hell is this leg doing? Let's see. How do I do this stupid leg? Just quoted a YA movie. Let's just move on. Nothing to see here. How do I do your legs, buddy? Hey, buddy. What do I do with this? How do I do this? Yeah, it was Hunger Games. I haven't even seen the 3rd movie. I didn't finish the fight. I didn't finish the fight. Trademark rights reserved. Halo 3. That reminds me, I've been wanting to play Player Unknown's Battlegrounds, I think it is. It's basically Battle Royale, the game, which seems pretty good. Buddy, do you look like a mech? I don't know. He has the same name as your husband's name is Rocco? Probably not spelled the same. Or is your husband's name Batman? I mean, I do have 2 cats. I have a cat named Rocco and a cat named Batman. So right now, before you answer, there's a 50-50 chance that your husband's name is Batman. And I just want to live in that world for a second. I just want us to all live in that world. I'll just railgun. Done. Look at that railgun. What a railgun. Wouldn't want to meet that in a dark alley. Let's see. What am I going to do this weekend? I already fixed up the garage. We made it so that the garage, so that all the rakes and shovels and things are all hung up on the wall. It's probably like my biggest accomplishment this week was getting that project done. So that's nice. No, but like with that chore done, I don't know what else to do. Yeah. We are budgeting right now, so as much as I would love to go see Fast and Furious 8, I can't. Alright, this squatting mech will have to do now. You are placeholder. Let's go ahead and work on some filler to like kind of fill out some of these areas. Movies are so expensive. Well, and the problem is, it's like I want to play Battlegrounds, but I would have to buy Battlegrounds. I can use my what Megs and I always joke is my secret PayPal account, because I have a PayPal account that is removed from all of our other finances. It's like from when I was selling posters on my personal site before it became Lunar Saloon. And so when we made Lunar Saloon, we made a new account. And so I just have this secret PayPal account that I use for all of my video game shit. And that way I have money to spend on video games and Dota hats. And Megs doesn't have to see those transactions and question who she married, which she would do much more if she saw my Dota hat transactions. Oh. All right, I'll see you, Zippy. Well, it's what I call hats. What I call Dota hats. Dota has they have like base character models, and then you can buy armor and weapons and things like that for your characters, and they all kind of come in like treasure chests, and so you have like a random chance to get like one of 8 things in the chest. But yeah, I have accumulated many Dota hats. I have a Dota hat that I can sell. It is an item that is worth $170, and I could sell it and I could have that money, but then I wouldn't have the item anymore. And I like it. I like wearing it. It makes me feel good in the game. Which is, stupid. But there it is. You are getting a peek into the level of broken that I am. Let's see. I like putting these plants along the water. I don't know why. They're just like in my head. They're like, oh yeah, they're water plants. They're water plants. They're my water plants. They're my little buddies. I could buy a lot of pizza rolls with one. Yes, this is in-game outfits. This is in-game outfits. We might as well, those are so close to lining up, we might as well just have those go ahead and line up. Oh yeah, the store system. Yeah, the auction house. You could buy loot. I completely screwed up that game. It was like people gave them a lot of shit about it, but I legitimately, it was an interesting idea. I think the problem, like contextualized within the game, the idea that all of the adventurers and stuff would have an auction house, like, is interesting, but it completely broke down when they tried to build microtransactions into it and like real money. Like that sucked. That part of it wasn't good. But I like the idea. There was something interesting about that. It's like the same thing in like World of Warcraft. Like there's an auction house in there where all those adventurers are like selling stuff and everything. But real world money does not enter into World of Warcraft. Yeah, it had a really rocky launch, which is a shame because now I think it's a really good game. I think they've made a lot of great changes, and I think it's just like a solid ass game now. But I think they burned a lot of people during the launch that aren't willing to give it another shot. What are you gonna do? With the launch or with the release, with the not release, with them talking about the StarCraft HD, I hope that eventually carries over into a Diablo 2 HD version. That would make me very happy. Yeah, one of my friends was nice enough to put me on the beta list for that. So if that happens, I guess the next wave of beta invites that go out, if they have another wave of beta invites, I'll hopefully maybe get in on it then. Let's see, do I have... No. God. $300. $300 gloves. I mean, like, yeah, there's stuff like that in Dota too. It's insane. Maybe that's why... That's what I'll tell myself. This is the lie that I will tell myself, is that I can't sell my $170 Juggernaut armor set in Dota because I can't expect some other human being to pay that. I will not ask that of someone. That's the justification that I needed. The mental justification. Let's see, I'm going to take this stuff. I mean, that's how some video games are. It's kind of how a lot of Valve's video games are. But not all games. I mean, I guess Valve kind of puts the value of it based on, because like in the item box that it was in, it's like they have. So okay, so in Dota you have a chest of items. Let's see. Can I just find peeps again? Peeps are okay. I've changed my mind to peeps being bad, being a defensible position, and have changed it to being indefensible. And you're wrong because peeps are okay. Dota 2. Like, what's one of the recent treasure chests? Winter Treasure 2. Okay, so this is a chest in Dota 2. Winter Treasure 2 has these 8 item sets. So like this is a set for Silencer in the game. And then every chest has a very rare and an extremely rare item. So in this chest, the extremely rare item is this stupid looking set for Sniper. I don't even care that it's extremely rare. Well, I don't know. The gun is kind of cool. It's kind of a cool gun. But anyway, the chances of getting that gun are low. So, and the chances of getting this, let's see, disruptor set is extremely low. So when something is extremely rare like this, like those are the items that get jacked way up in price just because not that many people get them. Story time is over. I've concluded story time. But for those of you who don't know anything about games or microtransaction things like that, I wanted to turn our conversation into a teaching moment. Is that a thing? Exceedingly rare is what they put in CSGO? Okay. Okay, so we want to have some things wrapping around. This is a corner, so we're going to have some things wrapping around the corner. I am maybe I don't know. It's tough because I don't know if you'd be able to make a living doing that. But I mean, there are definitely like sites that sell items. There's like item black markets. There's like the Steam store that you use to like sell and buy all these things, the marketplace. Like there's all sorts of crazy shit of like people taking advantage of currency disparities and like buying items in one market, selling them in another market, and like stuff like that. This is a whole dark, weird world that you are better off not knowing about. But now you do, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nope, none of these things are real. But, yes, none of those things are real. There is no but. That's it. None of them are real. It's just the kind of thing where, like, what's valuable is determinant on whether someone is willing to place value in it, like, or on it, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird world. Crazy, weird world. I want a mountain. I want mountains. Oh, here's some mountains. Woo! I mean, I don't know. Like, I think just because something is digital doesn't mean that it doesn't have value in the real world. Like, we buy digital things all the time. And so it's like, what's the difference between, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, you just buy digital. So who's to say, like, what intangible digital stuff is worth something and what intangible digital stuff is not worth anything? I guess that's the thing. It's like, it's the same thing in the real world. Like, some people think that clothes are valuable and buy a lot of clothes. I hate buying clothes. I feel always like clothes are a waste of money. And so I don't buy many clothes, but that's really, it's a valuable purchase to some people. And they would look at me even buying like tangible video games and go, that's a waste of money. And I mean, it's just about priorities, I guess. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it depends on how gross the microtransactions are, I guess. If they're like overly aggressive, then it kind of turns me off. But like something like Dota, that's free to play, doesn't I never had to buy it or anything. There's no subscription, like it's just a free game. And you know, I've put in like almost 2,000 hours into that game. So I like that game a lot. I like playing it with my friends. And so I get a lot of value out of that game. So I don't feel bad buying stupid armor sets and stuff because if that's what keeps that game going, great. Because I want them to keep making that game. I want them to keep supporting it. So, whereas Megs, who loves Hearthstone, which is also free to play, she loves Hearthstone. She plays Hearthstone like every day. She always has like 5,000 gold saved up in her bank in Hearthstone. She has never spent a single dollar on that thing. No. She doesn't have a secret PayPal account like I do. I don't think she does. She doesn't have a secret PayPal account. Megs is just much more responsible than me. She has a lot more self-control than I do. I do not have very much self-control. I'm kind of a garbage human when it comes to that department. Yeah, spend money at a bar, spend money on games, whatever. All right. Crappy Metal Gear. Get out of here. Get out of here. How do I get... What layer are you on? Get. I like fancy food too. That fancy food. That fancy food. Alright, so you got your hills leading into the mountains. You got your mountains here being all mountainous and shit. I don't even think you can see these mountains because there's a TV. But, you know, I do this stuff for people like me who like see stuff and I'm like, did they build around it? Did they design anything for the back of this? Like, that's me. So I put those things in places in all of my work. For the nosy idiots like me. E3 is like June 14th through 16th, I believe. Yeah, I would like to see more of Red Dead Redemption 2. I wonder if Microsoft will partner with Rockstar in any way to make Red Dead Redemption 2 part of their Scorpio stuff. I don't know that there's any, like, I guess they talked about there being multiplayer stuff, so maybe there's some sort of multiplayer exclusive stuff with Scorpio. No, there's no DLC confirmed. But I mean, what game doesn't have DLC at this point, right? I feel like assuming there will be DLC is a pretty safe assumption. Okay, let's see. Oh, Zero Dawn DLC. Yes, they confirmed. Sorry, I thought we were talking about something else. They did. They confirmed single player DLC. which is exciting because I like that game a lot. Twitch tells me when people on my friends list tune into the stream. Sorry, I'm just stretching. Tells me when people tune into the stream, but I never know whether I should acknowledge it and say, "Hi, blank. Thanks for stopping by." Whether I should just leave them alone and let them announce their entrance should they decide to. Because sometimes being greeted is nice, and other times it's like, no, I'm just pretend I'm invisible, not here. Oh, I don't know how much I play. You can get a bot to greet people as they come in. I would say that I probably play a minimum of 5 hours a week, probably. But usually, I don't know, because like some weekends I just veg out and don't do anything and just play games all day while I'm doing chores. And those weekends, like, I can play like all day, like 10 hours. I can fucking put on a diaper and go for it. I don't actually put on the diaper and go for it. What happened down here? But yeah, like last weekend, I played like Diablo all day for like 6 hours. And I apologize for nothing. Nothing. Let's see. I need to go get my Fitbit steps in. I'm going to go get my Fitbit steps in. I'm getting my Fitbit steps in. I'll be right back. Let's see. Let's make sure. Yeah. I'm sorry. Well, I should probably put a little bit more grass. This is what happens. I'm like, I need to get up for a second, and then I'll start to do that, and then I'll be like, oh wait, no, there's something that I could change here. I could just change that real quick. Let's just change that real quick, and then I'll go do the thing. Yeah, see, I don't feel guilty. I feel like if it's time that I enjoy doing something, then it is not wasted time. I think a lot of people like to say that you're wasting time when you're playing games, but I don't see that. I mean, so in like by that measure, anytime someone is like watching a TV show or a movie that I'm not interested in, then that I guess becomes wasted time. It's just nonsense. Okay, now I'm gonna go walk around. Just walk around the house a couple minutes. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Be right back. Okay, and we're back. Let's see. What am I working on? Yes. So I'll just go ahead and make the like shallow, what I think of the shallow water, this like lighter color that surrounds all the land shapes. Just go ahead and make the shallow water for this lower area. Let's see. Let's see, this little island is so close to this that I don't think that it'll get a ring all the way around. I'll just do something like this. I want to go on a walk. It's going to start raining here soon. It's going to rain. It's going to be crappy out. And then it's going to storm all tomorrow, I think. So it's like if I want to get outside, I need to do it now. Looks like it's already started to rain some. Oh, but the chance of rain is going to shoot up a lot. Nah, I don't think that that is not what I got from that conversation at all. Rest assured. Sometimes it seems ridiculous that like it's nice working on a large monitor, but having to like look across, like move your neck to see across the screen is silly. My back hurts. I hate getting old. I'm just getting old and crappy. My back hurts. It sucks. That's why I need to get and go walk around before it starts raining. I go walk around and help my back out some. This is why you tune into the stream. I know you tune in for health updates to see how like out of shape and badly I'm treating myself. Which is usually pretty badly. When it warms up, I get outside and exercise and stuff, but in the winter, nope. I stay inside where it's safe and warm. The weather's always nice inside. Oh, that's amazing. What anime is it for? How dare they? How dare they play anime for my stream? I'm offended. Oh, Attack on Titan. This is the one where like they're giant naked men and they're like decapitating the giant naked men and weird stuff. What do you mean when I say it like that? That's what it is. It's a bunch of naked men. The people are like mutilating or something. I don't know. That's what it is. Might not be how you think of it, but I mean, that's what it is. I bet there's like a Venn diagram of the people that, well, it's a Venn diagram of people that like that Star Wars poster and people that like anime. But it's actually just the same diagram because it's completely eclipsed. Grapple hook if you want to live, the series. I don't know what that means. All right, bye. Have a great weekend. We'll see you here next week, hopefully. Thanks for. I feel like I haven't seen you around chat lately, so it's nice of you to stop by. Glad that you could join us. Peeps are like where do peeps? I guess the diagrams wouldn't be on top of each other because I can understand how you wouldn't like peeps. This is also why you tune in, so that I can berate you for the things that you like while insisting on the superiority of the things that I like. Just as long as you don't know that I don't actually believe any of that shit. Boy. So wait, like cables and stuff are... It's like everyone has a cable shooter thing in the same way that like everyone has a car. Just shooting cables and stuff. All right. Fatty lumps. You're wrong. You're totally right. But there are at least there's no cable transportation involved in Dota hats. Just so you're clear. Y'all are really selling me on this. I had a friend who watched it, and I was giving him a hard time, just because I give everyone a hard time when I find out that they like anime. And he was saying that he liked it, but that it got really slow. Attack on Titan got really slow. But I don't know anything about it, so I don't know whether it gets slow or not. I just know that it's filthy anime. Let's see. Yeah. It is an easy target. Anything that bad makes itself an easy target. How am I going to make Final Fantasy VII? I mean, I can make Midgar. How am I going to fit Midgar on here? Good lord. How am I going to fit Midgar on here? His sword is very large. The thing is, Midgar is like a circle, so if you put a circle in there, well, and the perspective of this stuff is all different, so you could make it like this. I think this is gonna have to be reworked, this space in here. I don't think that's right. That ain't right. That space ain't right. So if you have the city, I'm just spitballing all of this. If you have like the city in a ring, you can put some of the ring hanging off of the edge. Okay, so you have a ring. It's off the edge, so you don't see the bottom part of it. But God, it's fucking huge. So way bigger than everything else. But I mean, I guess it is a city. Then Midgar has a bunch of like lumpy buildings in the middle. Whoa, Midgar got lumpy buildings. Big, tall, lumpy buildings. Done. 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 Okay, so we made Midgar. Oh, see, I guess it can be bigger than some of the other elements if it's like partially covered up by the TV and it's hanging off of the bottom, maybe? I don't know. Let's look up, let's see, Midgar city map. Oh my God, what is this? That looks like Smash Brothers or something. Oh, my back hurts. All right, my back hurts. It's 4:30. It's Friday. Hey, we'll think about Midgar on my walk. But I don't really know what to do for Final Fantasy VII right now. And that's a problem because people love Final Fantasy VII. So I have to do something. But I don't know what. So I'm going to go on a walk before it rains. It'll make my back feel better because my back feels bad. Shinra HQ. You say, and gonna listen to an audiobook. Yes, I could do that. And then maybe since it's like so industrial, I can, instead of putting like a lot of trees and stuff all around it, it can just put a lot of buildings and stuff to really like drive home the urban sprawl of the game, of the city, I guess, in the game. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm gonna go on a walk. Thanks everyone for hanging out today, and we're getting more and more of this map done. It's still a long ways to go, but it's coming along. So I'll be back here streaming on Tuesday, and I will see you then. Have a great weekend, everyone. I'll see you next week.